Yes, sir. It's the 9 to 5 Sports Guys. It's your boy T.
It's your man TJ.
What up, though? It's your boy Nam.
And the playoffs is finally here, fellas. Playoffs is finally here. Last episode, it was right before the playoffs, the play-in tournament.
Yep.
So we had Atlanta versus Orlando. That was in the East. And we also had Chicago versus Miami. Orlando made easy work of Atlanta. Then the winner of Miami and Chicago played against the loser, which was Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So Orlando plays Boston
Today.
Atlanta played Miami to get to 8th seed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on with the Hawks. Maybe they need to tweak the roster some more.
I mean, obviously, yeah.
Because it's like ever since they went on that run a couple of years back, the Hawks has not been the same. They went to the Eastern Conference Finals, and I think they missed the playoffs, last couple of years?
Yeah.
So
Health and bad roster that they put together and players not wanting to play
Bad
with each
trades.
other.
I mean, just, yeah.
Chemistry. So it was a lot.
Yeah.
So is this the end of Trae Young in Atlanta?
Trae Young will be playing somewhere else by draft night.
That's a good prediction.
But where though? Where would he go? Where could he go?
Trae? Man, I don't know. There's a multitude of teams. Maybe not Atlanta. Maybe Miami. Maybe Miami could move some players. Phoenix can move some players.
Phoenix probably would be a good option. They'd probably be
I mean, if I'm being
Toronto.
if I'm Trae, just to be petty, only team I'll probably go to, just to stick it to one team, is go to Brooklyn.
Yeah, I was gonna say Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn.
Go to Brooklyn. You get to play the Knicks 4 times a year. His best games are at the Garden.
Yeah. Shooting dice at midcourt. He's the ultimate villain in New York.
Yeah.
He's the Joker, or the Riddler, if you will.
Yeah, he's like the Madison Square Garden has had villains. He's like the new age villain right now.
Yeah. But yeah, Atlanta's gonna move pieces because their pick goes to San Antonio as well in the lottery.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Did they have the first pick last year?
Second pick.
Second pick, right?
Yeah.
Oh, because Washington had the first pick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So their pick this year goes to San Antonio via that Jamal Murray trade.
Jamal Murray, yeah.
Yeah. No, not Murray. DeJounte Murray.
Yeah.
That trade, they get that late pick.
So Atlanta loses, Miami wins. Great game by Tyler Hero.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're the AFC. They play against the Cavs. Now in the West we had Memphis and the Warriors. They were playing for the 7th seed. Jimmy Buckets proved why he is Jimmy Buckets. He went off that game. And I had fell asleep halftime. I heard it got close later on in the because it wasn't close early on in the game. So I was like, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
And I heard Memphis made it close. So, playoff Jimmy's in full effect. Now, for the 8th seed, we had Memphis. Well, first we had Sacramento and Dallas. They played for the right to play for the 8th seed. Dallas surprisingly beat Sacramento, which I'm like, Sacramento could have been like one of them dark horse teams, So they lost, but Dallas ended up getting clapped by Memphis. And now Memphis is playing the
Thunder.
All right, so that was a little confusing for a second. Real quick, I know today is Sunday, so we didn't get to see all the games. So we could do a little recap of yesterday's games.
Right.
First game was the Bucks versus the Pacers. It wasn't even
Not even close.
not even close.
Similar to last year.
That's right, because Giannis was out.
Yeah.
Giannis got hurt.
Yeah, but this time it's Dame is out.
Now, I heard something yesterday that said Dame possibly might come back for game 2 or
Well, he
game
said he
3.
close to return.
They said by game 3.
He
By
got
game,
cleared.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't get a chance to see the game because I was out. but I heard that Dame was drawing at
Halliburton
Halliburton. Yeah.
and Siakam.
Now I'll tell you one thing. If Dame can come back,
That's not somebody you want to motivate.
yes. You saw what he did to OKC.
Yeah. you don't want to. You seen what he did to the Nuggets? Remember in the bubble, he gave him like 50.
Yeah.
It's not somebody you want to motivate.
A motivated Dame, and Dame is not one of those that really talk trash on the court. He'll say something, but he'll let his game do the talking.
For sure.
And
I mean, but he hasn't played, so it's gonna be some readjustments.
True.
yeah, the Pacers has one of the best offenses this year. They could put up like 150 points, but problem is they really can't guard nobody neither.
But see, they match up well with the Bucks
Yeah.
because the Bucks can't really defend. You know, they got Doc and Darvin Ham over there.
He's not even playing, so I don't understand why he included him.
yeah, but in terms of like adjustments, they're terrible.
Darvin Ham,
You know, he just-
caught it straight.
He put his hands in his pockets and watches the whole time like me and you. You know, he's not gonna.
We'll see. It's the first game. We'll see. I mean,
So you said Darvin Ham was coaching the Lakers yesterday?
He wasn't coaching them. He's just watching. But Orlando is going to pose a lot of matchup problems for them because they could just spread them out around the perimeter, and they really can't switch everything. As far as the Bucks can't switch everything.
Oh, you mean the Pacers?
I mean, yeah, the Pacers.
that's what I was
said
wondering. I was
Orlando.
like,
said Orlando.
Orlando plays defense. That's
I mean, you know something I don't know? 'Cause I could get on FanDuel right now.
Nah, I meant the Pacers. The Pacers can spread them out on the perimeter, and the Bucks can't switch everything.
and they run too.
Yeah,
They run. They
gonna run them out of the gym.
down the court. So
So if Giannis faces a first round exit, could he possibly be on the move?
He's gone 100%.
There's just too many talks of that every year. So
100%.
I see it probably now. Yeah. Where would he go? That's the question.
He's leaving because remember, I think it was in this past summer where he said he's in a win now mode. So
Yeah.
if something doesn't happen, he's gone.
That'd be crazy if Giannis and Trey Young team up.
Where?
Atlanta? Brooklyn?
Brooklyn
Yeah, Brooklyn has a lot of picks.
they got picks
I get
and
it.
they got cap. They're not paying nobody.
Yeah, they got a
I get
lot
that.
of picks.
I get that. But I
So-
just see.
Hasn't,
Just
but it
said
hasn't.
Giannis is in win now mode. So I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I mean, he essentially, because they're not paying anybody, you
Right.
can build that team literally from scratch.
Yeah,
You got two max players, and
Mm-hmm.
then you built it. Unlike what Phoenix did, was Phoenix is three max players, and they had no room to pay it
Cap, yeah.
to put anybody else on the squad.
I get that. But you're also talking about building.
Yeah.
They'll take some time. But he wants to win now. So I mean, I'm just speaking realistically. Where could he go besides Brooklyn?
The Knicks.
Where can he go besides New York?
The Knicks. Oh, well, no, I'm saying like if he's in
Who would
win
you-
now mode,
Who would you
Win now?
Who would you move?
Cat. I'll move Cat for Giannis.
what about Dallas?
For who?
I mean, you throw the whole kitchen sink if you wanted to.
Mm.
For Giannis. Giannis is what? He's under 30, right?
No, he's pushing 30. I don't know exactly how old. He's close. He's closer to 30.
With Dallas?
Yeah.
With him, Kyrie.
Well, you would have to give up one of those guys.
Well, yeah, of course.
Maybe
him or AD.
Maybe AD. Maybe even Kyrie, because you're
that's the
not going
thing,
to bet on
if-
Kyrie coming off of what? Is it
if-
ACL?
ACL. But
Yeah.
if you're Dallas,
It's doable.
do you really want to move what AD without seeing it through?
Right.
Because Kyrie and AD, that pick and roll, it'll be better for them in the pick and roll than
Yeah.
him and Giannis.
If you're Nico, I think you're trying to salvage your decisions because you trade Luka and 77 days later you don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, but
Right, but he had you.
that is middle of the season, and the thing, you have to see it work. It's just like what was the I can't think of it right now. Come up in a minute, but
Okay, so think about it like this: if Kyrie doesn't get hurt, remember, Anthony Davis played like 5 minutes with them, and then he got hurt.
He got hurt that first week,
That
first game.
Gafford and Lively was so they've
hurt.
had injuries. Had that time to really I think they would have at least been a 7th seed, in my opinion.
They had a lot of them injuries. They only had an 8-man rotation.
Because you think about Ja in that game, Ja versus Kyrie, who you think is winning that matchup?
Listen, I hear everything you're saying, but we're in a
microwave society.
This is not a this is not a what if league. This is what you have now.
I get it, but I mean, it
because
all of
we can go back and say if KD and Kyrie and Harden were not hurt and we can go back for all of that. But what happened is what happened, and he has to keep his job. He has to keep his career, and he has to justify his decisions.
They're not going to fire him after he made a decision like that.
No. You're coming off of a finals run. You trade away your franchise guy, and then you don't make the playoffs. So you gotta do something to keep everybody's hopes in you. Like, okay, this guy, we trust him. Yeah, you can play it all out, but Kyrie's not gonna. He might not even play next year.
He's probably gonna play.
I don't think he won't.
Not the whole. Yeah, he might miss like a couple.
He will. Yeah,
he might miss like a portion of the season.
He's gonna miss a chunk of the season.
Like 20, maybe 30 games. I'm guessing.
You know,
listen, Nico does need to do something.
Yeah, to justify his decision.
But so we'll see. We'll see what what they do in the offseason. See Dallas now. If you would have said Kevin Durant, like you said last week, Kevin Durant to Dallas, that makes perfect sense.
I could see
because that's a win now squad. They went to the finals. You get KD, AD, and Kyrie.
Well, he could fit them. He could fit them and Houston, though. What we said.
Yeah,
but it's Houston.
Houston.
We'll see.
Houston
said
that
Houston is really.
They said if they get bounced out early, they're gonna pull that trigger on KD.
But that I don't think that team, him on that team. I don't think that'll work as far as winning the championship. You need guys that's been there before or close to been there before.
KD might be the best plug-in player in NBA history.
No, I'm not saying that that he can't play anywhere.
Right.
I'm saying as far as trying to get to a championship.
Right.
If I'm Kevin Durant, I would put my stock in two guys that won a championship compared to a team.
Oh, okay.
Where maybe one guy
you have to teach him and so on and so
how to win.
They already have the
those
championship
guys don't know how to win.
Well, Van Fleet got a ring.
That's one guy.
But there will be two if he had KD. Plus, veterans, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
all those guys are young, man.
He's a veteran. He's a veteran.
Yeah.
But outside of that, that's all you have. At least with that Mavs team, most of the roster went to the finals. You got two guys that already won a championship.
Right.
These guys are just the first playoff run. Most of them, except for Dylan Brooks.
But what about the head coach, M.A.? He's a championship.
That's most important.
Championship coach?
I mean, wasn't he on the Spurs staff?
No, he played. I know. I don't know if he was on the staff or not, but it's different when you're an assistant coach and when you the main guy. Because he got to a championship.
He got the pedigree in him.
He got to the championship, but they lost though. Yeah. He got out-coached by Steve Kerr.
Yeah, okay.
Boston was a better team. Boston was the better team, but he got out.
We agree.
But like I said, if I'm Kevin Durant, that's where I'm looking. Forget all of because the thing is, they're gonna look at you to be the man on that squad. They're gonna look at you to be the leader. Kevin Durant just want to hoop. What better way to go somewhere and fit in and just hoop than Dallas?
So if you had a choice between KD and Giannis, you're taking KD? If you're Dallas? Let's say perfect world, Dallas gets a choice. KD, Giannis. Both of y'all.
To win right now, I'm picking Kevin Durant with the current squad.
Of course, yeah. I'm going with KD.
Because he's already familiar with Kyrie and he's familiar with Klay Thompson. That's what I'm saying. You 3 guys on your starting squad.
And you can throw AD in there. They played in the Olympics.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You got 3 guys on the squad, right, that's starting. Kyrie, Klay Thompson, and all championship guys. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But if it's far as getting the team to the next step, I might choose Houston. But that's a roll of the dice though. It just in my opinion though.
Fair. So back to the playoffs, right?
To the playoffs,
Giannis, how many games?
You mean the series?
Yeah,
I think 6. I think
6.
I see. Yeah, it can go. Yeah.
it could go 6 either way.
But I'm not going to crown the Bucks though. I don't know. Iffy sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I say 5.
5 for the Pacers.
Pacers and 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't
Yeah.
crowning the Bucks. So
Yeah, 'cause what I seen, 5.
right,
Yeah.
And it wasn't like they were just red hot. They were just efficient,
right.
like dead
Do
efficient.
you think they could keep that up for the whole series?
Yeah, they don't have nobody out there to stop anybody.
Um,
There's a lot of holes in their offense. There's a lot of holes in their defense too. So that whole, Giannis coming downhill, Euro stuffing
yeah.
you to death is not gonna work.
Yeah.
See, the thing
That
is,
team is not.
the Pacers.
They're not athletic.
Yeah,
on
the
that team.
Pacers have length.
Yeah.
So Giannis can't really do that against guys that are similar to his
My
size.
point, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could do that in transition and stuff like that, but in the half court,
But it's difficult to get in transition when they're scoring.
yeah. And then this is a series that, like against Miami, because they used to struggle against Miami. This is a series where Giannis has to guard a Siakam.
Yep.
Or what's my man? Turner.
Turner, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Most of those series that Giannis struggles, it's because he's guarding
Yes.
the series that he excels in is when he's not guarding. Like, remember, we spoke about it during the Brooklyn series. Why wasn't he guarding KD? But those are the series that he does good in because he's not
He's scoring
wasting all his
50,
energy.
40, whatever.
yeah, on the defensive end.
And that's the reason why Minnesota booted Denver out last season, because of those two big men that Joker couldn't guard.
He couldn't, yeah.
So it's the same situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When Giannis is not guarding, and then if Siakam is going to play like this,
Yeah.
Giannis he's going to have to guard him and try to get 40.
Well, Siakam gonna get his.
Yeah,
He's gonna get his. So he's gonna have to guard him, and then which leaves Turner. If they have him on the court at the same time, which probably will. I mean, that leaves Turner open to do what he want around the basket. Not to mention rebounding.
So, real quick prediction. Who you got?
The Pacers.
Pacers 6.
Yeah. So
5.
maybe 5. Maybe 5. Maybe 5.
Aces at 5, man.
I'm gonna go on the limit. I'm gonna say the Bucks will win in 6.
Okay.
Okay.
I think when Dame come back, he's gonna be motivated. I'm gonna go.
I know he'll have motivation, but he rusty.
He got that thug motivation.
He rusty
Listen to
though.
that
So,
Jeezy.
TM103.
so you got the Bucks, we got Pacers. All right.
Okay. So then the second game was Denver and Clippers. That was pretty much a good game throughout the. It came down to the wire, went to overtime. Denver won. I don't know, man. I know it was close, but
I got the Clippers.
I think the Clippers might win this one.
Yeah.
It's possible. I mean, if Harden keeps doing what he's doing,
Listen, Harden has been on the low for the last 2-3 years.
yeah,
And
He's been
hooping.
under the radar.
Hooping.
he keep
Just
doing that.
hooping.
And, yeah, he keep doing that. The Clippers got it because let's be real. Denver's been shaky for quite a minute.
Yeah,
Jamal Murray, you don't never know when he's gonna show up or which Murray you're gonna get.
yeah.
So, and yeah, Clippers got a chance to win that and go to round 2.
If Kawhi doesn't turn the ball over late, with like a minute and a half left, they win that game. 'Cause
Yeah.
this becomes a free throw contest.
But they others were on point too.
Who
I'm trying to
Clippers.
think. The last time they
Brown,
played,
Westbrook and them.
Yeah, they were on point
Yeah.
for once.
Second half,
Yeah,
second half they turned it up.
the last time they played was in the bubble, right?
Yeah, and Mike Malone had every adjustment.
They was up 3-1. Clippers was up 3-1, and then they blew the lead.
Yeah, they folded.
That's
Matter of fact, every series they played, they were down 3-1. and they
3-1,
won.
right? Yeah, that's
Denver.
right.
Yeah.
So I got the Clippers in 6.
Clips.
Clips in 6.
Clippers in
Clips
6.
yeah.
Yeah, Clippers in 6.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Then we have the New York Knicks, which I was on my way home, so I didn't get a chance to see the game live. I saw the highlights, but
Yeah.
for the most part, the Pistons had control of the game some of the second half, and then we came back and we went on a run, and that was it.
Inexperience.
Oh, yeah.
And plus,
Yeah.
they killed themselves in the third quarter.
Yeah.
They missed a lot. I see 7 games.
7?
Yeah.
Who in 7? Because you said 7. Who in 7?
Knicks in 7.
Knicks in 7. Okay, cool.
Knicks in 7.
I'm gonna take Detroit in 7.
Okay. Why is that?
Detroit in 7. I think they're gonna wear you guys down because they like the grind. You know, they got that grit that we talked about early in the season that the Knicks don't have. They have that. They just don't have the big name talent like Cat and Brunson and so on. They just got Cade and a couple other
That
great
is their
pieces.
big name.
Huh?
That is their big name. Cunningham.
That's one.
Yeah, I'm just saying that is the big name of that team.
Yeah,
But the
that's-
rest of those guys, they contribute. Granted, they ain't the best, but they play as a team. See, that's the only thing about it, man. With Detroit, like I said, they had when's the last time they seen the playoffs, dog?
It's been a minute.
So game 1 was new to them.
Yeah.
Game 1 was new to them. I'm just saying, be careful.
I'll tell you this.
Be careful.
I don't care if it's Cade Cunningham, Randall Cunningham, Richie Cunningham. Knicks still in 5. Knicks in 5.
That's exactly what I just said. Did I say it in Spanish or something?
I think it goes the distance with y'all, man. First round, I really do.
So
Yeah,
who
yeah.
you got? You got Pistons in 7?
Pistons in 7, yeah.
Okay.
Pistons in 7.
I scratched when I said Knicks in 7, but I'm gonna go with Knicks in 7 though.
Okay.
'Cause
So I gave you the first one. I will give you another one since Nam said what he said. Tobias Harris, Tip Harris, niggas in Paris. Knicks still in 5. Knicks still in 5.
Yo, that man is crazy with it.
We're gonna see. Look, if Brunson's playing like that and Josh Hart is hustling like he did,
Yeah.
Cat gonna get his. Y'all should pull it out. But I just
Can't do it, bro. There's too many light skinned guys out there.
Cat, you never know.
Can't do it.
Brunson, I mean, to come back looking like that, I mean, I give him credit.
Ain't no way.
But he can't keep pulling the D Waves though,
What's that?
hitting the floor every time he shoot.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, he gonna be
Listen,
back on the bench.
I seen something, and this is why I got to separate myself from most Knicks fans, because as a fan, I get it. You're gonna pull for your team. There's a difference between being a fan and being delusional.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
Brunson flops damn near every other play.
Yo, he hits the
He
floor,
flops.
man. I'm like, I see why you.
But when you see when somebody said that, right? Knicks fans, oh, Brunson don't flop. I'm like, bro, if you know anything about basketball, there's no reason why Brunson should be on the floor half the time. He's not getting fouled like that.
He's like SGA. He does the same thing too.
Yeah, like they just flopping and doing all this stuff, and it's like, all right,
and
bro.
they're trying to create fouls. I get it.
I'm not disagreeing,
Mm-hmm.
but for anybody to say he don't flop, you're delusional.
Yeah, he hits the floor now.
Like he's on my team, but he flops.
Yeah.
Cat is another one too.
Yeah, he too big to be falling.
Yeah, Cat be on the
Yeah,
ground.
he too big to be doing that, man.
But yeah, so I got Knicks still in 5. I'm gonna have some more next week. So we're gonna move over to the game of the night.
Yeah.
We had the Lakers versus the Timberwolves. Now the Timberwolves is my dark horse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pulling for Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. Once a Knick, always a Knick. But the Timberwolves came out yesterday and made the first punch. Ant went out, in the second half of that game?
Third,
but
cramped,
third quarter,
but he came back.
hamstring came back. But the Lakers started, they cut the lead down. It was like 20-something. They cut the lead down to 12 at one point. Ant came back. They never looked back.
Towards him.
Yeah, the Lakers, man, they they set up pretty well around the perimeter. They got Hushimir, whatever his name is, Hashimura. I mean, I don't mean to mess your name up, but anyway, him and Reeves and the other kid. They set it around the perimeter pretty good, man, for dropping them threes, man. So I was like, you gotta. Minnesota's gonna have to stay on top of them. Like they're gonna have to run the court.
Yeah.
They can't mess around and get in half court play.
Yeah.
It's gonna kill them.
I mean, like I said, I know Shannon Sharp be saying what he say and all that, but one thing I do know. Luka Magic, Orlando Magic, Irvin Magic. T-Wolves might win in 6.
That's a high.
T-Wolves might win in 6.
They
don't necessarily have to knock down all the threes from yesterday. That was like a career game for those two guys.
Right.
But just the physicality, can the Lakers be able to do that for the duration of this series?
If Ant-Man is able to continue playing with a hamstring, I'm pretty sure he's getting treatment for it.
Yeah.
Naz Reid, both of them are a problem.
Yeah.
Jaden
Daniels and Ant said this before the series started. He said, he was referring to him and Julius Randle. He said, listen, I could get 5 points. Julius could get 5 points, but if we got Naz Reid, we got Jaden McDaniels, we get Mike Conley, we get these guys to perform. Me and Julius could get ours. These guys need, you know what I mean? If they step up.
Yeah, you're right. I was going to mention Randall too. This is like for him, this is like a get back.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So he can go off. I mean, even if 3 of those guys just contribute, like you said, 5 to 10 points.
Yeah.
But they hitting the board.
Yes.
The Lakers in trouble.
And that lineup, man. When you put Naz Reid at the 5, Drew at the 4.
You still got Rudy over there grabbing.
But that's what I'm saying. When they took Rudy out, they was able to get up and down. Rudy is good for, like, this series. It's going to be tough for Rudy because the Lakers don't have a true center.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
but you still need rim protection.
Oh yeah. But it's going to be tough.
Yeah, it's
who you got?
I got Minnesota.
Minnesota, how many games?
5.
Who you got now?
Especially if they win the second one. If they get game 2 in LA.
So
look, I'm looking at the stats, right? The stuff that sticks out is, okay, they shot 50% from the 3-point line. They had 44 points in the paint. And then 25 fast break points.
Yeah.
Do you think they can keep that up?
Well,
the points in
the paint they're going to get.
Because the Lakers don't got no bigs.
They're going to get that.
I get that. But the fast break points and shooting 50% from the 3-point line.
Not the 50%
well,
from the 3.
Yeah, because that's not realistic.
That's not
actually shot.
But the transition, yes. Because once you take Rudy out and you put Naz Reid at the 5, that opens the floor for everybody.
And that's what I was just telling him. I like the fast paced play. They can't get in the half court play with LA. You can't do that because LeBron is going to fade away, or he's going to get you 1-on-1, and one of those guys are sitting there waiting for the pass. Or Luka, you know what I'm saying? Well, Luka had 16 in the first quarter or something like that. So that's what I'm saying. They're gonna have to keep running the floor.
Something got to give, right?
Yeah, and it'll probably be the percentage behind the 3-point line.
Yeah.
And then they also had 29 assists, so they really shared the ball.
Everybody had the ball.
Ate. You had 5 guys in double figures?
Yep. So that's got to continue, man.
That's what I'm saying. As long as everybody puts up, and it doesn't have to be 20 from those 2 guys, but 10, 15, and play defense. Yeah. You're not going to hit. Now, listen, they continue to hit 50% from 3-point. Ain't nobody beating
21 for 42.
Ain't nobody beating them. I don't care who you are. Ain't nobody beating them.
Yeah.
But they continue to do that. The Lakers are in trouble.
Yeah.
I got T-Wolves in 6.
Yeah.
Look, Teen Wolf, the boy who cried wolf, Minnesota Timberwolves, Lakers at 5. Lakers at 5. Yeah. I think I just feel like JJ is gonna have to get these guys to play at a higher pace, at a higher level. I think They took a lot of good shots. They just missed them. Defensively, that's the problem. They just didn't have the effort defensively.
But that's the thing about
As far as closing out,
Minnesota got more athleticism on the team.
True.
Yeah. So
True.
Their fast pace is will wear the Lakers down. You know, if they continue going at that pace, it will. I mean, come on, somebody. You think about it. Somebody's got to guard Ant. Somebody's got to guard Reed.
Yeah.
You can't leave Randall over there.
Yeah.
You can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't leave my man with the braids. You just said his name.
McDaniels.
McDaniels. You can't leave him because he can do it too. I mean, it's like, who you left with? It's all like 1-on-1.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like.
I don't know. I think the Lakers they'll just come alive. Just the rest of the series. They're not gonna play with them no more.
How do you adjust?
How do you adjust?
How you JJ? How would you adjust for that? For what you saw last night? How would you do it?
You just blitz Ant and make everybody else beat you.
Man, it sounds.
That's what happened yesterday.
Everybody
Everybody else did that part.
Yeah.
Nah, but Ant was also involved too.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was.
But I'm saying if you blitz Ant and you just tell everybody like y'all share the ball amongst yourselves and beat us, but Ant was initiating a lot of those.
And he's gonna continue to do that.
in order to
He's
blitz,
gonna continue to do that. So I
in
don't
order
know.
to blitz, you have to. That means, this dude, he might not have to, because in order for you to do that, which I would agree, Luka can't be one of the guys blitzing.
Yeah, well, I think it's probably best for you to have him blitzing because you don't want him in the back line playing defense.
Well, you want like one thing
don't
we'll
know, man.
give LeBron credit.
Blitz.
He's one of the greatest like on the basketball court, free safeties on the basketball court.
Yeah.
So you want him roaming around because he plays a passing lane better than a lot of guys.
Most of the league.
Yeah, most of the league.
Yeah,
So
I got you.
I mean that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Blitz him every time he hit half court.
Yeah, just at least not every time, but like just to throw off his timing, his rhythm.
Yeah.
Frustrate him a little bit, and then force everybody else to initiate the offense themselves. Can they do it? Of course they can.
Oh,
'cause
they
you
can
still have,
do that.
You still have Mike
Oh.
Conley. You still have McDaniels. You
Yeah.
still have these other guys who can
That's
play
the one
make
that
for
left
people.
out Conley.
Yeah.
That's
But-
another problem.
I would bet more on that than letting Ant run around and run the show.
Yeah, he's going to continue to do that because that's what he does. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's easy to say do that, and it could work from time to time.
Yeah.
But I don't know how long can you sustain that?
True.
Because if they getting buckets in the paint like that,
Then you're gonna have to call off the dogs.
you know what I'm saying?
You just can't go down 2-0, especially at home.
But listen,
Because
I'll tell you this.
I mean, we've seen it before.
We
but-
seen Denver. Was it Denver that went down 2-0 last year with them? It was
think
it was
so.
Denver, right?
Yeah.
They went to Denver and beat 1-2 games, and then they went home.
Yeah.
You can't. They don't have what Denver has
Nah.
to come back. They have Luka, but he's not Jokic. Jokic affects the game so much more,
Yeah.
and he's not a liability on defense.
Defense, yeah.
Yeah, Luka is.
Huh?
Luka's a liability on defense.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Oh,
Not-
yeah, no, he was agreeing with you.
Agreeing.
He was agreeing with you
Oh,
that time.
Yeah, look at me like, what?
But listen.
Like, no, I'm agreeing with you.
I hear everything that y'all saying.
Yeah.
I hear everything y'all saying.
What you got, man?
But Jackson Hayes, Isaac Hayes, Willie Mays Hayes Jr. T Will's still in 6, bro.
Yeah.
T Will's in 6.
Lakers in 5, bro. Lakers in
All
5.
right, so today's game we got the Thunder. Right now they clapping Memphis.
Yeah.
I mean, literally.
They clapping Memphis. You know what I mean? Everything that, all the dreams that they had, all the dreams that Ja had,
Yeah.
they shooting them down.
Yeah.
They just throwing a grenade on the season
Yeah,
for Memphis Grizzlies.
they shooting college baskets right now. It's
Yeah,
67 in the fourth quarter. Come
You know what
on.
I'm saying? It's crazy. So, who do you see winning this series?
OKC.
Okay, see. How many games?
4.
It's a sweep.
4? OKC or 4?
Sweep.
You got them in 4 too? I think Memphis going to win one of them games.
Not even close.
Sweep.
They shouldn't even be here.
Sweep. That's a fact. Sweep.
They shouldn't even be here.
Sweep. Not even a gentleman.
Dallas would put up a better fight than this, as banged up as they are.
I know I said, his first game, jitters.
Yeah.
I know I said that when Nick
Yeah.
played. And Detroit, but bro, this ain't first game jitters. This is a complete butt whooping, dog.
Yeah, this is a top 5 team in offense and a top 5 team in defense.
And I'm talking
Just
about 10 minutes left
drilling
in
them.
the fourth quarter, and they about to hit 120 now. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, OKC, man. I think they learned from last year.
Yeah.
They learned from last
Yeah.
year.
Not to mention they added defense by adding Caruso and you know what I'm saying,
And
which
Hartenstein.
your Hartenstein. So
Hartenstein.
they'll
Big addition.
Yeah.
Because Chet was out.
Yeah.
Chet was out for a little bit. So yeah, and OKC has depth.
Yeah. They do.
Yeah.
They bench is deep.
Yeah.
It's deep.
offensively and defensively.
And defensively.
Everybody can shoot.
You
Everybody
got
can
guys
score.
coming off the bench and these young dudes.
Yeah.
And they're gonna run with you. They can play half court. You have SGA, who's potential MVP this season.
So hold on, no
4.
is there a debate on MVP or do you think he should get it outright?
Oh, I'm not the one for the Hair Damn Awards, bro. It's
No,
outright.
this ain't a Hair Damn Award.
SGA should get
outright.
this year.
Right?
He should
Outright.
get it this year.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
right. No Joel Embiid type.
68 wins, highest efficiency for a 2 guard.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Defense is top 5. There's no way.
Yeah,
It's
he
not-
should get
shouldn't.
it. No question. But
Shouldn't.
you know, we've seen worse.
Now I was gonna have one. Yeah, I was gonna have one for this series, but
There's no need.
there's no need. But I was tempted. So OKC, I'll say OKC is 6, not 6, 5. I think Memphis.
So you give him a
one
gentleman's
game.
suite.
Yeah, I give him one game in Memphis.
Yeah, I don't even see that.
Ja ain't gonna go out like that.
Nah, he ain't, but the rest of them going out.
Yeah.
Memphis Grizzlies, Memphis Barbecue, Memphis Bourbon. OKC in 4.
Get out of here, dog.
Get them
Well,
out
I'm
of
telling you,
here,
man.
bro.
This is
outta here.
this is gonna be a quick one, to,
Get 'em
outta
so they
here.
can rest up for the next one.
Get
That's
'em
what
outta
it's
here.
gonna
So the next game is Boston and Orlando.
be. Yep.
Okay, Boston and Orlando. I don't care. That might go 7.
That's
Could.
Pablo, listen, people forget because we live in a microwave society, like you said. Pablo was out for an extended period. He missed 40 plus games. So, and it was a top 3 seed before he got hurt. He got hurt. They kind of struggled. Then big man got hurt. What's his name?
Wagner.
Yeah, he got
yeah,
Russian, French. I don't know. One of them names.
yeah.
German.
German. Yeah. Sorry, excuse me.
But Orlando, they play team ball and they play in defense. If Cole Anthony is producing,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, that's an added bonus for them. So you're right. It could go 7 games, and I think they're 2-1 with them. I think Orlando is leading that series with Boston right now. 2-1 this series. I might be wrong.
Nah.
Regular season?
Oh, you talking about in the regular season?
Yeah.
That,
I
yeah.
think Orlando is leading Boston
2-1.
2-1.
2-1. Yeah.
They match up with them. They have enough size
Matter
to
of
play
fact, I
with them.
think they
It's just
6-3 against them since
overall.
since 2021, 22, something like that.
You might be right.
So I mean, you both got a point there. It really could go the distance.
Yeah.
They match up with them. They're a mirror of each other. It's just one is great value and the other one is the
The
highest
real
level.
deal, yeah. And the thing with Boston, they get lackadaisical sometimes.
They do, man. When they playing teams, they should know they should go out there. and win,
they don't
man.
really play shit. But when they play the Knicks,
Yeah.
when they play the Cavs, they
Yeah.
play for real. But when they see teams that they know they can beat,
Yeah.
it's like they don't give all their effort.
Atlanta being one,
Yeah, remember last year?
all the way back to win.
Pacers. last year.
Pacers, yeah.
Pacers, yeah.
Yeah, they match up well with them. It's just, again, they're the same team. You got everybody that can switch, they can ball handle, they can play make, same as the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like you said, they play haphazard sometimes. They don't play to the level of competition.
I got Celtics in 6.
I
Me
go
too.
with that.
Me too.
Celtics 6.
I go with that. But it could be,
It-
could be an
or-
extra.
or
but
it
I
could
get-
be 5,
Yeah.
close 5.
Close
all
5,
games.
yeah. I just early prediction. I can see it being close.
Every one of them.
Every one of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not gonna be like this.
No blowouts.
maybe one blowout, and that's because
Boston's
one of
red hot.
the teams is hot because Boston can get hot.
Well,
from
that'll
three.
be probably the first game then.
Yeah. Boston. That's one thing about Boston. When they're hitting their threes, it's make it rain.
Grab the women and children. The house is on fire.
Just go in the house. Like that's it.
This is a massacre, man.
So then you're gonna have the
This is ridiculous.
you're gonna have the Miami Heat versus the Cavs. That is
Massacre.
gonna be a.
It's gonna be a massacre.
I got Cavs in 3.
Dang. You know, don't even play the fourth.
Don't even play the
game.
fourth,
Don't even
like-
play it.
Mercy rule.
I give it a gentleman's sweep.
Tennessee,
Cavs.
Cavs in 5.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah. I don't. We don't have enough.
Yeah, they'll pull out one and they'll be in Miami.
It's just not enough. You
They'll
know,
pull
like
out one.
Kendrick TV off. It's not enough. We don't have enough. We just don't have enough.
Yo, your boy's obsessed, yo.
Who?
Kendrick. Your boy's upset. But yeah,
Your boy said he was upset though. That's why.
Did we cover everybody?
That's everybody.
No, we didn't do Gold State and Houston.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, sleeper. Golden State 6.
I mean, you did like that, like you know,
He
you got
remember.
somebody guaranteed. Who there ain't no
So you-
guaranteed series either.
Nah.
OKC in 6.
Golden State in 6.
Oh, I mean, Golden State in 6.
Yeah. Golden State in 6.
That's another one that could go 7, but
I'm gonna go
I'm
Golden State.
I'm gonna go Golden State 6.
But see, now, this is why I say Golden State because of the inexperience,
right?
right?
Yeah.
And this is why I said I don't think Kevin Durant can help them that much to where they can get past the inexperience with him. Now, granted,
Well, depending on what else they could add around that, you know, we don't know. We don't.
I
know.
understand who I'm about
Hypothetically.
to say is not everybody.
Right.
You put remember when LeBron left Miami and he went to Cleveland?
Okay.
You put that LeBron with this Houston team, I think they can at least get to the finals.
Or all the talent get diminished. One or the other.
Listen, there's always somebody that's going to shine playing with LeBron. You got Chalmers, you got Norris Cole, you got Bobby Gibson. Somebody's going to shine. That's not a star.
Right.
Mo Williams.
So this with that Houston team with Van Fleet up there, LeBron.
He would like Van Fleet because Van Fleet is a shooter.
Yeah.
He likes shooting guards.
I would have to see it. I would have to see it. You could be right.
And I'm
could
just
be right.
saying. I'm just saying as far as being a leader.
Yeah.
Once he learned how to win,
Yeah.
that version of LeBron, not the early LeBron, the LeBron leaving Miami,
Yeah.
going to the Cavs with Cavs. Remember, it was Deion Waiters, Kyrie.
Yeah.
They wanted to win their way.
Mm-hmm.
That version of LeBron with this young Houston
Love.
team.
He still had Love and Tristan.
They figured it
and
out,
JR
throughout the season. But I'm saying, as far as that veteran, one veteran, I would say that version of LeBron. KD, man, he's a hired gun, so he needs to go to the Knicks,
Of course.
Dallas.
Bias.
No,
I mean, he does,
I'm naming
but
names.
He
though.
does fit. He does fit the Dallas mold.
Yeah,
It's-
Dallas.
He
the
jumped out the
Knicks,
window with the
Orlando.
Knicks.
Hold on,
Bias,
wait.
man.
Orlando. Orlando's another place. Hired gun. You don't need him to be a leader. You don't need him. You just need him to do his job. That's it. You work on a forklift. That's it. We don't need you pulling orders. We don't need you behind the counter. We just need you to be on a forklift.
Yeah.
That's Kevin Durant right now. He's a hired mercenary. We don't need you to be a manager. Just you do that, and everything else will fall into place. See, with that Sun squad, who's the leader on that squad? What's the culture there?
You would have thought it would have been Booker at this point, but he's still like a little kid.
That's what I'm saying.
What is what it seems like.
Who is the leader in that locker room?
I mean, it should be KD.
What's the culture?
But
Nobody see if he goes to what you call it,
Yeah.
Kevin Durant, and I agree, best plug and play in history. If you ask me, there's not a situation you can't put Kevin Durant where he can't fit in. Y'all basically Kevin Durant is the guy that comes to the thing, And he's like, yo, whatever y'all do, I'm running with y'all.
I got one.
What's
I got
up?
one. Well, first of all, I think Phoenix Suns is just a bunch of freelance players. That's
Yeah.
why they didn't get in. But what if he went to Denver?
Yeah. Yes, it can work because Joker, they got a culture, they got a thing. But the thing is like Kevin Durant don't want to stack the deck too much.
I'm saying you can ship out Gordon. Well, he just got paid, but
You would have to get rid of Gordon and Michael Porter Jr.
you could do that. Still have Murray,
and Brown.
but still have Murray. I mean, you can get some players you can plug in, and they're just some others. But
It could work. You're just gonna give up a lot, like a
Yeah,
majority
have
of
to
your
give up
depth to
majority.
match his salary. I think he's making 40.
Yeah.
Westbrook still be there.
I don't
think he wants to play with Westbrook
ever.
Yeah.
I think Westbrook is gone immediately. First guy out.
So back to Houston. I think the Warriors might win it in 6. The experience.
Yeah.
You got guys on that squad that been to the finals. Like I said, Van Fleet been to the finals, the coach been to the finals, but who else on that squad? Even though I will say that Sengun or whatever, the big dude,
Sengun,
is a problem.
Yeah, he is a problem.
Good.
He's
Really
a
good.
problem. If Draymond if they can find a way to contain him,
Yeah.
I know he's not the best player, but he doesn't get that high. He's like a great value Joker.
He's good.
He's solid,
double
machine, like,
guaranteed.
Yeah,
And he's gonna rebound. But the Warriors are just the team. They're red hot. Since picking up Jimmy, they're what 16-2 or some wild number.
Yeah. I will
Red
keep a lookout
hot.
for Houston though. They on the right path. They on the right path.
Just one piece away, like we've been saying. They're one piece away, but they have the talent, they have the youth, they have the head coach, they have seems like a culture now. They're real tough, they're real gritty.
Man, could you see him in San Antonio?
KD.
Yeah, KD.
I don't think there's enough pieces.
You can if you take the pay cut. Again, wherever he goes, you
Wemby,
got to give
you
up
got
somebody.
Fox,
Castle.
you got the dude, the Dennis Rodman looking dude. I always say that because I can never get his name.
Yeah, they got the young kids, Stephon Castle. They're good. San Antonio's going to be right there. as
Anywhere
well.
in Texas is good. It will be good,
Yeah,
I think that's what he
that's
wants.
home.
I think he wants to finish. That's his home, right?
Yeah, it's home for him.
Yeah, he wants to finish there.
So that pretty much wraps up our predictions for the playoffs. We're gonna wrap this up with.
Oh, I gotta ask y'all.
What's up?
Mike Budenholzer got fired. Does he get another job?
Not right now. I think he should have took some time off before getting another job. But this is like the third coach that got
so
fired.
you talking about when he got booted from the Bucks first?
Yeah.
Then,
He shouldn't have got fired from the Bucks.
Yeah, I agree with that one. I
Well,
don't
that
think
was
it should-
Doc's doing.
Well, I mean, he shouldn't have gotten released from the
Him
Bucks.
and Adrian Griffin. That's Doc's doing. No, Adrian Griffin. Adrian Griffin was Doc's doing.
Yeah.
That was a too soon situation to go in there in Phoenix because,
Right after what? Frank Vogel, right?
yeah. So it's
That's 2 championship coaches that they fired in the last
Back
3
to
years.
back.
you know what I'm saying. So
Who's a common
does he get
denominator?
another job? Where would he go? Who's vacant?
Well, you got Denver, you got Memphis.
He could be in Denver. I can see that.
Mike Malone got fired.
Yeah.
Does he get a head
Oh,
coaching job
yeah.
soon?
Yeah, they might switch jobs.
Yeah.
Malone might be in Phoenix.
And then Mike Brown. Mike, they all got fired.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a lot of mics.
Yeah.
Mike Brown, does he get a?
I guess nobody want to be like them mics.
Does he get an assistant coaching job somewhere or
Oh,
another
yeah.
head
He
coach?
probably gonna go back to
Yeah.
the Warriors.
Warriors?
Every time he get fired, every time he leave, he go back to the Warriors.
Steve, I need
Yo,
a
Steve,
job back,
Stevie.
dude.
My man.
Come on, Mike, you back again? Come on.
Come on, man. Yeah, he gonna find an assistant job. But Mike Malone, I think he's gonna be the hottest candidate.
Probably San Antonio. He came from that staff.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
You know what's crazy?
Because I don't know if Pop. I don't know if Pop comes back.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah,
that-
Pop
that's
needs
it.
to just just
I don't know how serious the
whatever
health
the
thing
rest
is.
of his time he got left, he
Maybe he could
spend it
be
with
an,
his family.
he
or
could be an
something.
advisor to the team, possibly.
Yeah, I don't think he. I don't
Like a
think he comes
Brad
back.
Stevens.
Yeah,
Remember, Brad Stevens said,
I'm going
"Y'all ain't gonna
upstairs.
stress me out. I'm going
I'm
upstairs."
going upstairs.
He said, "Yo, y'all ain't gonna. I'm already young. I want to stay young."
Or even
Yeah.
Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge has been upstairs for a while. Or
Yeah.
even Jerry West. They just go upstairs.
Yeah.
It'll
But
work for
Danny,
him.
Danny got 2 rings out of that situation though. Yeah, so yeah, I can see that, but I don't know, man.
Real quick,
Go for it.
Shador Sanders, Travis Hunter are gonna get their jerseys
They
retired.
did. They did yesterday or today.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yesterday.
Okay, they did.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts? Do you think they should have got their jersey retired? Do you think
I don't understand why they get him retired though. I mean, you had players come through that.
Didn't Cordell Stewart go there?
Yeah, but he didn't get no jersey retired.
That's my point.
And not to mention, they were ranked top teams the whole time he was there. So why? That's what I'm saying. I don't know why. What was the reason for get behind? Not knock. Look, let's get it straight because I know people watch this show. Let's get it straight. I am not knocking Shador or Travis. I'm an advocate for them guys because I like them guys.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to figure out why Colorado retired their jersey, and you don't pay no tribute to Cordell Stewart or
All the others.
yeah. I mean,
Sure, there's other guys
that's in the pro. That was in the pros. I don't get that one. What?
Yeah, I think that's
You think that's a
It's a
Dion
little-
thing?
low. Yeah, of course. That's prime.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of controversy behind that. A lot of people was calling, saying, Tim Tebow won 2 national championships, Heisman Trophy winner. He don't even have his.
Well, that's Florida fault. So
Well, and that was the thing that I was thinking in my head. I'm like, okay, you can't really compare Shador to that situation
Right.
because it's on a school by school basis.
Right.
Two different programs.
That's why I
Two
said
different
why
programs,
Colorado
yeah.
did that. Yeah.
So I can only assume. I've never been to Boulder. I was gonna say maybe the school did that to appease Prime and to show their appreciation because the team was like 1-13 or 1-10 or whatever before he got there.
They're gonna retire Shiloh's.
No.
Okay.
But Travis Hunter did win a Heisman.
Right. I get that.
He won a Heisman,
Yeah.
and Shador did break a lot of passing records in just 2 years.
Okay.
They're both going to be top whatever, too.
Yeah, and
But ain't Tim Tebow his name on the stadium?
Is it?
I think his name is in the stadium though. On the where they put the name and number.
oh yeah.
So his name is there.
Yeah, there's no way he can't be one of those. But
Right.
as far as I mean, I don't. Like I said, I don't know.
Is his name up? Because I think that's part of the retirement ceremony.
I think his name is in the stadium though. You won 2 championships. How you
championships
not?
and
How you
Heisman
not be there?
And arguably the greatest, if not one of the greatest college players of all time.
Yeah. How you not be
100%.
there? I don't.
Yeah, I don't have my.
I mean,
phone
it's more of, like you said, giving Prime thanks for giving the program notoriety, national recognition, ticket sales,
Everything.
primetime games. So it's like, okay, well, this is what we could do for you. You brought a lot of money to this, not only to the program, but just to the city.
to the city.
So
When have you ever seen if you ever see the sidelines
looks like
of a
WWE.
Colorado, of a Colorado game, Michael Irvin, Terrell Owens, Chad Johnson, Warren Sapp, all these guys, former players, Shannon Sharp, are on the sidelines,
entertainers,
entertainers.
whatever, you name it. They're on
They're
the sideline
coming to
on
Boulder,
a Saturday.
Colorado,
Yeah.
just to see.
Yeah. His name is displayed at the stadium.
So people just be saying,
Also
anything.
known as Florida Field. Yeah. Yeah, it's part. He in the Ring of Honor too. So
See,
I'm like,
that-
I don't know what they
listen.
talking about.
So what?
People be on the internet.
Nevertheless, I mean,
That's why you gotta check your sources.
Yeah,
nevertheless,
because you always hearing something.
Yeah, so people on the internet just be saying stuff just to be saying it.
Nevertheless, it is kind of crazy for you to retire those jerseys after. I can see if they win Did they win a bowl game
Yeah, he didn't north side.
I
of the
think
end zone.
they didn't want
last year?
no.
They
'cause-
got killed this year.
yeah. And
I
against, they lost to Kansas, and then they lost to the game. Who they play?
They had a bowl game this year.
They had a bowl
They
game.
got killed.
I forgot who they played.
Yeah, he was put there 8 years ago, man.
Yeah, I mean,
they
again,
talking about,
it's to make Prime happy, not happy, but to give Prime thanks for what he did for the program as far as revenue.
Yeah. I mean, I get. I just wanted to understand,
I understand
why,
the politics.
why it was done, and you didn't put somebody that put Colorado on the map beforehand.
Oh yeah.
So you're just wondering, it's not that it's not deserving because those guys did their job.
Yeah.
But you just wonder why not everyone else.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, did I say 130?
I wonder how many.
51, bro.
God.
I don't. 51 points.
So I said, y'all worry about the wrong things.
Go ahead,
He's
yo.
doing explosions. It's the thing. It's like anyway.
Might need to call airstrike. That is crazy.
Yeah, that was just, man.
51 in the playoffs?
Yeah.
God.
So that's anything else before we finish? Wrap this up.
I don't know, man. Well, what was it? Somebody said, Travis Hunter said he's not going to play. If he's gonna quit football if he doesn't get to play both positions.
I call cap.
You can quit now.
I call cap.
Okay. Let's just say in a perfect world, they allow him to play that. You think you're gonna shut down AJ Brown, and then the very next possession, you're gonna go against what's the white
Patrick
DeJean or
Surtain.
any of those guys?
Oh, Patrick Sutton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say he plays the Eagles. You think you're gonna do that on the Eagles?
I just don't think you can have packages for it,
Yeah.
but you can't consistently play 55 plays on defense and 56 plays on offense. It's not going to happen.
And that's something that the Giants GM said. He said, this is not like college where you got the same plays pretty much for every game.
Right.
Each team you have to game plan for differently.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to learn the defensive playbook changes on a weekly basis.
Right.
Yeah.
They have similar plays, but they're always installing new plays. So how can you do that? How can you be in the offensive meeting and in the defensive meeting at the same time?
Cut it out.
Yeah, he's
Because the defense is on one side doing their thing in their meetings, and the offense is running their stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, my thing is,
Just put you dead in the middle of the room or via phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
bro.
It's
You on
already
FaceTime.
It's already tough enough to be a DB in this league when you
Yeah.
got a 6'5" receiver sitting over there, 240 pounds. I mean,
Yes.
and you got to stop that workhorse
Yeah.
every play.
It's very difficult, bro.
Yeah,
Think about like just the fact of injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Not pause, knock on wood. He's been pretty much injury free the last couple years, and I hope he stays like that.
Yeah.
But the risk is a lot higher in the NFL.
If he's running like that on both sides of the ball,
The hits, everything is going to be, to the next level. But I'm going to be tuned in to see the draft is this week, so we'll cover the draft next week.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be tuned in to see him play at least a couple snaps on both sides.
I mean, nothing wrong with getting a package put in for you. I
Yeah.
mean, you know what I'm saying? Because that can be done.
Once every other week or some wild thing, depending on the matchup. But
He's
you're
trying
not
to be the football Shohei Ohtani, basically.
you're not gonna be playing Metcalf one game and then going against
he's gonna have
Fitzpatrick.
he's going to have to take the approach. He's going to have to take the approach like Deion did. I mean, they had packages for Deion for wide receiver when he played. He played full-time DB.
Yeah.
But hell, he also played kickoff return, punt
Yeah,
return.
that's what I'm saying.
That's-
Now, if he was to say, like, yo, I'll play receiver, but I also do kickoff returns or something like that, all right, cool.
It's been done. Devin
Yeah.
Hester, Deshaun Jackson, like it's been done. That's possible.
yeah, it's possible to do.
But you're
But
talking
it
about
was-
playing DB
Full time.
full-time and then try to play receiver?
Full time.
You devil coming off the field, bro.
Yeah, nah, he's going to pass
Who do you
out.
think you are?
Especially like you playing in Miami on that
Beginning of
early
the
in
year?
season.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gonna pass out.
or
He
you
gonna
go to Denver
Yeah,
in the
Denver,
elevation.
Well, he's going to find out because college ball is totally
It's totally
different.
different,
It's
yeah.
totally different. He'll find out.
These dudes are going to PE class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Against these grown men in the NFL. So
Cut it out.
Now we're not doubting him. Not saying that
No
we
doubt.
can't do it, but it's just gonna be a little difficult. That's it.
But when you get to the pros, everybody's number one.
Yeah.
Everybody
Facts.
got a ring in their hometown. Everybody got trophies.
And then
You know?
for the guys that are not number one,
Yeah.
They're hungry.
Oh yes, sir. Waiting
They're hungry.
Wait for you to pull
Waiting
them-
for the opportunity.
pull a
for-
muscle somewhere.
Yeah, so, like I said, salute to Travis Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Salute to Shador. Everybody that's going to get drafted. Anything else before we wrap this up?
Oh, one more. Shout out to the Brotherhood, man.
Yes, sir.
Proctor declared for the draft. Khan declared for the draft. And then we might have Coop and Cuz sometime this week.
So
Hopefully.
how do you say
Fingers crossed.
dude's name?
Who?
Knipple?
Knipple, yeah. Khan Knipple.
That name is crazy.
Yeah.
That's why
You know it's 5 of them, bro.
it's a conundrum.
What? Knipples?
Yeah, you got he got 3 other brothers that hoop, bro. Or four other brothers that hoop. They just won like a state championship in Wisconsin.
Okay.
Their dad is a Hall of Famer and their mom, she's a Hall of Famer too. I think I told you that.
Yeah. I mean, runs in the family.
Knipples.
Shout out to them though.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Declare for the draft this week.
Go get it. Shit, go get it. Cooper coming back, so hey.
Fingers crossed.
I hope not. I want to go ahead and go
Fingers
declare for
crossed.
the draft and go home.
They have till Saturday to make their decision.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Next Saturday, 26.
Shout out to Cuz.
Yeah,
Wherever he go.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, he puts his name in the hat too.
Yeah. Wherever Cuz go.
It's gonna be up there in Toronto.
Pray to God he does.
Come to the Knicks, man. Come to the Knicks. But
Brooklyn, maybe.
Speaking of the Knicks.
Brooklyn, maybe.
Speaking of
Houston.
the Knicks. For the people that didn't hear it the first time. Cade Cunningham, Richie Cunningham, Randall Cunningham, Knicks in 5. Tobias Harris, Tip Harris, niggas in Paris. Knicks in 5. It's your boy T.
It's your man TJ.
It's your boy now.
Here we out.